Hi again. So as you can see, I am not in Imperial Beach right now, but I realized some of you guys asked, particularly the Tijuana Slough, how to get to the part south of the military base. There's actually two ways to get there, and no, it's not military. It used to be back when I was born, but it's no longer. But there's two ways to get there. The first way is actually through the mouth of the Tijuana River. Problem with that route is, depending on type of year, it could be at ankle height, it could be at knee height, and sometimes deeper, depending if the Fish and Wildlife Service actually goes and digs it out. If they dig it out, you could still cross through there. It's a little bit harder to cross because if you're not careful, the riptide can pull you out to sea. So you could try to go through the mouth of the Tijuana River, but normally the path I normally take to get to the Tijuana Slough, the part south of the river, of the south of the military base, is actually through Saturn Avenue. So effectively, if you're coming down Imperial Beach from the beach, or you're coming from the freeway from Coronado Avenue Sim Street, you go till you hit Manolos, which is Saturn. It's on Saturn Boulevard. Then you head south past Leon Avenue. On one side, you have a bunch of fields and the Border Patrol office. You continue going south, you'll pass the North Fork of the Tijuana River. You go all the way south on Saturn till you hit Sunset Avenue. One thing is, that's where the street dead ends because you either go into County Park if you continue going south. A lot of people park there. You can't go east, so you could only go westbound. The road is a dirt road. It's mostly flat. There's some areas where it's slight elevation, but it's traversable in a car. I go there in my Camry all the time. You just continue going westbound till the street ends, and there's some parking area right there. It's dirt parking as well. The gate is the entry to the Fish and Wildlife Tijuana Slough, and if you go southbound, you'll hit the county park. If you want to go into the Fish and Wildlife area of Tijuana Slough, there will be probably maybe at best one or two people, and it's normally quiet. Occasionally there might be some stupid idiots picking up drugs, but for the most part there's nothing there. You could traverse through it. There's a couple trails there, but if you do go south, you go into a county park. One thing I do wish you guys pay attention when you're in the county park area. There's a bunch of equestrian area nearby, and a lot of the girls there tend to gallop with their horses through there. So if you're in a blind corner and you see a horse coming, you might scare the horse, and you'll knock the girls who are on the horses will get bucked down, and you might have to call the ambulance. It's happened to me twice. And if you continue going south on any of those trails, you'll eventually get to the state park near the border. Border Patrol normally leaves you alone. For some reason, they don't leave me alone, but they normally leave you alone. You can't get directly to the fence because the Cheeto administration militarized the border. So once you get to a sign, which is near the entrance of the state park anyway, saying you can't go past that point, if you go, you'll get cited. So that whole area is fun to explore. It's relatively quiet. There's really no migrant issues out there. Most of the trafficking problems happen at the middle of the night, so you should be fine. But for those of you who want to know how to get south of the military base, so if you're coming from the freeway, you get off Coronado, you go to Saturn corner. There's a park on the other side of the street. There's a Manolos. There's a crappy taco shop on one of the corners. But you head south, you go pretty much till the street ends. You'll hit Sunset Avenue. You know you're on track once you pass the North Fork of the Tijuana River Cascade. That's why it smells, because San Diego County and City of San Diego thinks having Tijuana River through Saturn Cascade is what causes most of the smell. If they would get rid of that, it wouldn't smell. But that's how you get there. So it's Coronado, Saturn, all the way to Sunset. That's it. Normally, there's no one there. There's no annoying kids on e-bikes or anything. You should be relatively fine. Hopefully, this, I know I ramble a lot, but hopefully that's helpful. I was going to go down to Carlsbad next week, but I know a lot of you wanted to know because some of you found my email, so congratulations because I kept that private. But yeah, hopefully that helps. It shouldn't be hard to get there. Again, It's relatively safe. The Fish and Wildlife Ranger is normally always there when I go. They tend to go around there around midday. So if you go earlier, you should be fine, as long as you're there not after sunset, like 2 3 hours. So pretty much after 9 o'clock. It's not dangerous. It's pretty safe. If you get in, one thing you want to know about is the helicopters. They shut up around 5 o'clock. So they do a normal work day. So from 8 to 5, and after 5 they're not there. So you can watch the sunset in peace. The sunset in peace.